himself. Ladies and gentlemen, the fight is on. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Russell Jr. made weight. In his first attempt, he missed weight, 126.5. In his second attempt, he made weight, so the title is on the line. Yes, Mark Magsayo, Gary Russell Jr., y'all already know, one of the fastest hands in the sport of boxing. And Mark Magsayo, one of the promising fighters coming out from the Philippines. Is he going to be the new golden child of the Philippines? Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know the legend Manny Pacquiao retired this past summer. Manny Pacquiao, the 8th Division World Champion, the 5 lineal, the 12-time World Champion, the ambassador, the son of the humanitarian, the great husband, the great father, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, the GOAT, Manny Pacquiao. Y'all already know I got to say that. But this is a great fight. Gary Russell Jr. said that he was injured coming into the fight. At least he's saying it before. Usually fighters say that after the fight if they lose and they got some excuse. So I don't know if Gary Russell Jr. is telling the whole world, look, I'm not going to be my best. I may be getting beaten. Maybe he already got an excuse lined up for this fight. But ladies and gentlemen, we haven't seen Gary Russell Jr. in the ring. We don't like how the business of his business, I even forgot who he fought last. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Russell Jr. was a promising fighter. His skills and talent should be pound for pound. Is qualified to be a pound for his skills talent is pound for pound. Not him, but his skills. His skills is pound for pound quality. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Magsayo, I was in that fight. He was fighting in the same card of the Ugas and Manny Pacquiao. He got put down. He rose back up. He showed the grit and determination as a fighter should. They are modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators. They put their life on the line, baby. So Mark Magsayo showed that I could take your back shot. I could rise up and I could beat you down just like Tyson Fury did. Deontay Wilder, when he got put down, he rose back up and put that man down. So Gary Russell Jr. could take a punch. Now, the prediction for this fight. Knowing that Gary Russell Jr. is saying, we already know that Gary Russell Jr. is drained. We know that Gary Russell Jr. is coming in with an injury. We got Mark Magsayo that's coming out with some confidence. We see the layoff of Gary Russell Jr. So a lot of things is riding on Mark Magsayo. But is he quicker than Gary Russell Jr.? No. Is he faster? No. Is he got more power? I don't think so. Does he got great defense? I don't know. But I'm going to tell you like this. Gary Russell Jr. throws a lot of things in the same speed. If timing beats speed, if Mark Magsayo could time Gary Russell Jr. with that right hand, I'm going to tell you like this. Maybe Gary Russell Jr., who has been laid off for a while. Yeah, he's been in the gym. But coming in drained and saying you've been in the gym for quite some time, I don't know what's going on. Now, a lot of people like critiquing the Javante Tank Davis of the world. A lot of people like critiquing the guys that come overweight and didn't make weight. But at least he made weight. But we're going to see. There's a lot of things that's working against Gary Russell Jr. Can Mark Magsayo take advantage of what's going on? Or maybe this is just Gary Russell Jr. mind games. Maybe it is. I don't know. He's a smart man, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. It's a good fight. I still, even with all those baggage, I might still have Gary Russell Jr. by a hair. So, thinking with my mind, Mark Magsayo got a hell of a chance. If it's true that he is hurt, we already know he's drained, and the layoff, I won't be surprised if Mark Magsayo take this fight and wins this fight. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.